So the Ride Hellcat is the women's Freeride offering for Ride, and it's a super fun board. We kind of wish that the Saturday had a little more of the Hellcat's personality in terms of flex and pop and just feel underfoot. We just felt like the Saturday, after Steph rode this and the Saturday and compared them against one another, she really liked the Hellcat better. However, the Hellcat is a tapered directional kind of Freeride board, where the Saturday is a much better kind of do-anything board where you can center up the stance and ride it switch a lot better than you can the Hellcat, because the Hellcat is tapered and it's a little more directional, and it has camber from the tail and then a very mellow early rise in the nose. So you can kind of see the camber kind of comes. There's a lot of camber underfoot here, you know, and it goes for a long way. So it's a directional camber, which is cool, but, you know, at the same time, you can't really take this, you know, centered that easy. But it's doable. It's just not like, because it's only like I think it's only like 10 mil taper. So it's not massive, but it's definitely something to consider when riding switch. And when you look at the tip and tail, there's definitely a pointier nose and, you know, more directional tail. But this is a fun kind of, you know, bordering on aggressive all mountain to Freeride ride that I think works really well. You know, it's kind of more on the Freeride side, but it's got a touch of aggressive all mountain in it. So let's talk about setback on board. You know, it's got a 19-inch stance, but set all the way back, 19-inch reference. Set all the way back, you're looking at 19 3/4. So that's a good stance width for most people. And with traditional bindings, you're looking at just about 21 to the, you know, the middle back. If you're using you know, a mini disc, you'll use these back two so you can get even further back. So 21 there, and then, gosh, just about 16 1/4. A little more than 16 1/4, but we'll just say 16 1/4. And so, what is that? That's 4 3/4. Back, yeah, 3.75, yeah, 4.75. So it's 4 3/4, maybe a little more than 4 3/4 back. And then if you add, you know, a mini disc, you're looking at probably like closer to 5 1/2 back. So that's really good. That's really far back on board. Let me double check those numbers, but yeah, 16 1/4 versus 21. Yeah, so, you know, that's kind of what you would expect from a tapered board like this. You got a little directional float. It's very subtle though. Almost all of the ride stuff we've seen, the rocker is very subtle, and it doesn't seem to be really, you know, we'd love to see a little more. You know, and all wood kind of changes, but, you know, another thing here is you just got clear base with the graphics underneath. So you're looking at not really having to worry about the P-Tex issue. If you get some clear P-Tex and a P-Tex gun, or you take it to a friend who has it, or you go to a shop and ask for it, you can keep this base pretty, because you're going to be riding this off piste a lot, because this will probably be your kind of like groomer and powder board. And it's super fun to carve. It's just got that typical ride, just super damp, aggressive feel. And that's what you want if you want speed, but still fun to turn and good pop, you know, with that typical super damp ride feel underfoot. This is one of their better examples of that, and that's why we like this so much and feel it's a really good Freeride board. And you know, it's not a bad all-day resort rider too. You know, if you get the right bindings and boots with it, it's definitely not the easiest when it comes to uneven snow, but that ride dampness allows you to hammer through it better than you could with a lot of boards that you normally wouldn't be able to hammer through with. And I think we talked about that up there. But all in all, the Ride Hellcat, just really fun. We wish the Saturday took a little more of the Hellcat's personality and put it into that shape, because that would have made the Saturday just an amazing one board quiver. Where this still can be a one board quiver for the person who doesn't ride switch and mainly rides the mountain, just kind of like a free ride to powder board. That's what this is for. Rides groomers really well, rides powder pretty well too. So there you have it. That's the Hellcat.